what is a parabola. We have done some problems based on this parabola. Now I'm going to do a few more problems based on parabola, then we'll go to the next one. Okay? Yes. Here is the question. The extreme points of the lattice rectum of a parabola are problem. The extreme points of the lattice rectum of a parabola are 7, 5 and 7, 3. Find the equation of the parabola. Find the equation of so we know what is the equation of a parabola. What is the equation? The equation of the parabola is y square is equal to 4ax or x square is equal to 4ay. Okay? So this is the equation of the parabola. For this parabola, the vertex is the origin, okay, and the lattice rectum is the focus is a, 0, and the lattice rectum is a line passing through the focus and it meets the ends of the parabola. And what is the length of the lattice rectum? The length of the lattice rectum is 4a. This is the length of the lattice rectum. But here, only the extreme points of the ends of the lattice rectum are given. Okay, the extreme points is nothing but the ends of the lattice rectum. So that is given. They are given to be. So that means this is 7, 5 and this is 7, 3. Okay. This point is 7, 3 and this is 7, 5. So we can find what is the focus with the help of that. Focus is nothing but the midpoint of the ends of the endpoints of the lattice rectum. Okay, and therefore your focus is equal to solution. Okay, the extreme points are given. So this is given. This is given. So we can find what is the focus now. Focus is equal to midpoint. Is it? So midpoint means what you get is equal to focus is equal to 7 plus 7 divided by 2, that is 14 by 2 is 7, and then 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 by 2 it is 4, okay, and therefore the focus is 7, 4. Therefore focus is equal to this. But here for the parabola y square is equal to 4x, the focus is a, 0, but here your a is 7, okay, your a is 7. And what is your 4? So the vertex is not at the origin here, okay? So the vertex is not in the origin and therefore it is somewhere. And solely we are getting the focus is 7, 4. So when you write the equation of the parabola, so now we have to write the equation of the parabola, we'll write that. So what I'm going to do is, so with the help of this, I found what is A, okay, so that is equal to this. And now, okay, and now we can even find what is the length of the lattice rectum. What is the length? Length is equal to, okay, length is equal to, from here to here, so the total length, if you want to find, the total length will be equal to, what is the distance formula? Using that distance formula, it is equal to square root of 7 minus 7 the whole square, that is 0. Then 5 minus 3 is 2, 2 square, and that is equal to 2. So the length of the lattice rectum is 2. So this is your 4a, and therefore your a is equal to, okay, your a is equal to 2 by 4, it is equal to 1 by 2, it is equal to 0.5. Okay. I found a here, and this is just a midpoint. In that midpoint, we got a is 7, but this is the case when the parabola is in the form of y square is equal to 4x. But here, it's not going to be that. Okay, the origin is shifted somewhere, and therefore your A is equal to 0.5. So A is equal to 0.5 means, so the vertex will be, okay, what will be the vertex? If it is A, if the distance here is A, then the vertex will be either the vertex can be this side or it can be this side, okay? So this distance is 0.5, and therefore your A here is 7, 4, and suppose if it's on the left side, then the vertex will be 6.5, 4, okay? Suppose your vertex is on the right side, then it will be 7.5, 4, because this distance is A. This distance is A, and that is 0.5, and therefore your vertex is at the point 6.5, 4. So 6.5, 4 means, how will you write the equation? Therefore the equation has to be written in this way. Therefore the equation of the parabola will be y, okay? So the equation of the parabola is y minus 4 the whole square, okay? Because here the origin is shifted to y minus 4. So y minus 4 the whole square is equal to A into A is 0.5 into x minus 6.5, okay? For the vertex 0, 0, the equation of the parabola is y minus 0 the whole square is equal to 4a into x minus 0. But in the place of 0, you have 4, and in the place of this, you have 6.5, and therefore the equation of the parabola is like this. Y minus 4 the whole square is equal to 0.5 into x minus 6.5. This is the equation of the parabola, and this parabola touches the x-axis at what point? If you want to find that, then what you have to do is, okay, to find the intersection point with the x-axis, to find the intersection with x-axis, that is given by substituting y is 0. When you put y is equal to 0, you get 16 is equal to half into x minus 6.5, and this implies 32 is equal to x minus 6.5, or x 32 minus 6.5, that is equal to minus, when it comes to this side it is minus 32, is it? Because here it is 16, so 16 into 2 is 32, so when it comes this side it is equal to 32 plus 6, and that is 38.5 is equal to 0, okay? So this is the equation of the parabola. The equation of the parabola is what? Y minus 4 the whole square is equal to 0.5 into x minus 6.5, and this intersects with the x-axis at the point x is equal to 38.5, okay? The other equation is, what is the other equation? The other equation is, I said, suppose if the vertex is at the point 7.5, 4, okay, if it's on the other side, I said, I'm sorry, okay, if the vertex is at 7.5, 4, if the vertex is at 7.5, 4, then the equation of the parabola is y minus 4 the whole square is equal to half into x minus 7.5. So this is the equation of the parabola, okay? So the length of the lattice rectum was given, and we were able to find the equation of the parabola. The equation of the parabola is this: y minus 4 the whole square is equal to half into x minus 7.5. Okay? Right. Okay. So we'll go to the next one. The next is ellipse. Okay? We are going to see what is an ellipse. We saw parabola, and now we are going to see ellipse. What is an ellipse? It's points on the plane. Okay, the definition of ellipse is this: points on the plane such that points on the plane in which the distance between two fixed points, the sum of the distance between two fixed points is a constant. It's a constant. And this is the definition of an ellipse, okay? Points on the plane in which sum of the distance between two fixed points is a constant, okay? So, suppose if we have points, okay, and if you join all those points, then it is, and if you take points P1, P2 and so on, and there are two fixed points F1 and F2, then the sum of the distance between the two fixed points is always a constant, and that gives an ellipse, okay? So your P1 F1 plus P1 F2 will be equal to P2 F1 plus P2 F2 and so on, okay? So this is the equation of, the definition of an ellipse, okay? It's a points on the plane in which the sum of the distance between two fixed points is constant. So here you have two fixed points F1, F2 and P1, P2 are points in the plane. The sum of the distance between the two fixed points P1, F1 plus P2, F2, that will be the same as P2, F1 plus P2, F2, that will be the same as taking the next point P3, P3, F1 plus P3, F2 and so on will be equal to and so on. Okay, so this gives the definition of an ellipse. And now we'll see what is the focus and all that. Okay, the fixed points are called the foci, okay, because there are two fixed points. So generally if we have one fixed point, we call that as a focus, because here there are two fixed points, we call that as foci. So the foci are here. Foci are here F1 and F2, okay, and there is a line which passes through the foci, and this we call this is a major axis, okay, and the ends of the major axis intersects this ellipse, and they are called the vertices. So you have the vertex A dash, and you have okay, so foci are F1 and F2. F1 and F2 are foci. So generally we used to take the foci is at the point minus C comma 0 and C comma 0. Okay, foci is at the point C comma 0 and minus C comma 0. And the center is this O is called the center of the foci. And if you draw a line through this center, it meets the ends of the ellipse, and this is called the minor axis. So A dash is called major axis. This is called your major axis, and this BB dash, that is perpendicular to this major axis, we have BB dash, and that is called your minor axis. Okay, so this is called your minor axis, and generally the equation of the ellipse will be x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. Therefore, it means, the ends of the major axis will have the coordinates minus a comma 0, and here it will be a comma 0. And similarly, the minor axis will have the coordinates 0 comma b and 0 comma minus b. So the length of the major axis will be, the length of the major axis is 2a, and the length of the minor axis is equal to 2b. Okay. The two fixed points are called the foci, and the foci will have the coordinates minus c comma 0 and c comma 0. And if you have a line passing through the foci, and it meets the ends of the ellipse, and this A dash, we call this as the major axis, and the length of the major axis will be 2a, and you have a center point for this foci and call that as O, and if there is a line which passes through this foci, through the center, which is perpendicular to the major axis, we call this as the minor axis. The length of the major axis will be 2a, and the length of the minor axis will be 2b. Okay, right. Okay, and next you have foci, and then you have the vertices. The vertices are here, minus a comma 0, a comma 0, 0 comma b, and 0 comma minus b. Okay. Next, there is a relation between the foci and the semi-major axis and the semi-minor axis. Okay. So we'll see what is that relation is. Okay. Relation between, right? Relation between the center and the semi-major axis and semi-minor axis. What is semi-major axis? Is A. 2a is the length of the major axis, semi-major axis is A, and semi-minor axis is B. Okay. To find the relation, what you have to do is you consider the ellipse. Okay. You consider the ellipse. Okay. And you have minus c comma 0, and this is c comma 0. Then you have this is, therefore this distance will be c, and this distance will also be equal to c, and this will be b. Okay, this will be b. So this is c and this is b. Okay, and what do you have here? Okay, so you consider O and take this as A, and this is B, and this is your C. Okay. Now, if I take this, okay, right, see, I said ellipse is nothing but it's points in the plane in which sum of the distances from two fixed points is a constant. Okay, so here, and therefore I can say that the sum of the distance from the two fixed points. So I have taken this as A. So AC plus BC. What is your AC? AC is equal to. So we'll find out what is AC plus BC. AC is equal to. Okay. So this is one of the points on the ellipse, and we are finding the distance from the two fixed points. The two fixed points are A and B. So I am finding what is the distance between AC and CB. So if you find AC, AC will be equal to square root of, because it's being a right-handed triangle, it's equal to square root of C square plus B square. And what is your BC? BC will also be equal to square root of B square. This is C square plus B square, square root of C square plus B square. Okay. Now this sum of these two will be equal to, therefore, what is your AC plus BC? AC plus BC is equal to twice into square root of B square plus C square. Okay. Now I can equate this to a constant, and the constant here is, suppose if I take this point as say B dash, okay, then the distance from A to B dash plus B to B dash will also be the same. Okay, the distance from AB dash plus BB dash will be the same as AC plus BC, because we are saying that it's points in the plane in which the sum of the distance from two fixed points is a constant. So this will be equal to this. But what is your AB dash? AB dash will be equal to, this distance is A, okay, because it is semi-major axis, and therefore we can write this as C plus A, okay. We can write this as C plus A, then plus, and your BB dash, this can be written as A minus B. I'm sorry, what is that? A minus C. A minus C. And therefore, this minus C and plus C gets cancelled, so it becomes 2A, okay? And therefore, it gives a relation. What relation? The relation is, okay, B square plus C square, okay? The relation is what? The relation is B square plus C square. 2 can be cancelled, and therefore your B square plus C square is equal to A square. Taking square on both sides, you will get this. So your b square plus c square is equal to a square. So this is the relation between the center and the semi-major axis and the semi-minor axis. What is semi-major axis? Is A, and semi-minor axis is B, and C is the center. Okay. So the distance from here to here is C, and here to here is C, and this is your B. And I found a relation. The relation here is this: b square plus c square is equal to a square. Next, you have one term called eccentricity. Okay, eccentricity. What is eccentricity? Eccentricity is the ratio. Okay, E is the eccentricity. E is the eccentricity. Eccentricity. E, we call this as E, and E is equal to the ratio between the center and the semi-major axis. Okay, the ratio between the center and the semi-major axis. This is called eccentricity. E is equal to C by A. E is equal to C by A. We call this as the eccentricity. 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 Okay, right. Now, substituting for C, so this becomes, and therefore your C square is equal to A square E square. Okay, so I can write, and therefore the relation becomes B square. Okay, I can write the relation like this. Therefore, B square plus E square A square is equal to A square, or B square is equal to A square into 1 minus E square. So this is another relation. So B square can be written as A square into 1 minus E square. Okay, B square is equal to A square into 1 minus E square, or B square by A square is equal to 1 minus E square. Okay, so this is the eccentricity. With the help of this eccentricity, the relation becomes B square is equal to A square into 1 minus E square. Okay, right. So we saw what is an ellipse. What is an ellipse? It's a point in the plane in which sum of the distance from two fixed points is constant. Okay, so the two fixed points are called the focus, and a line passing through the focus and meeting the ends of the ellipse, we call that as the major axis. And C is the center point of the focus, and if the line which is perpendicular to the major axis and meeting the ends of the ellipse is called the minor axis. The length of the major axis will be 2a, the length of the minor axis will be 2b, and then you have a relation between the center, the semi-major and the semi-minor axis. The relation is b square plus c square is equal to a square, and then the eccentricity E is equal to c by a, and this is nothing but the ratio between the center and the semi-major axis, and with the help of that the equation becomes b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square. Okay, right. Now we'll see how to derive the equation of the ellipse. How to get the equation of the ellipse. Okay, right. We're going to find the equation of the ellipse. Equation of the ellipse. And for that, what you have to do is you consider the focus. The foci are minus c comma 0 and c comma 0. So P is any point which has coordinates say x comma y. Okay, and then the sum of the distance from, take this as A and this is B, from A to B plus B to B will be equal to 2A. Okay, already I said. So this length will be equal to 2A. So what you can do is you can write here as, we can write PA plus PB is equal to 2A. But what is PA? PA is equal to square root of x plus c the whole square plus y square plus, and what is PB? PB is square root of x minus c the whole square. Okay, x minus c the whole square plus y square, and that is equal to 2e. Okay, then again taking this to the other side, then you will get. So when you okay, first we take this to the other side, then you get square root of x plus c the whole square plus y square is equal to 2a minus square root of x minus c the whole square plus y square. And again we can take square on both sides. Taking square on both sides, take square. Okay, so when you take square, you will get this. You get x square plus 2xc plus c square plus y square is equal to, taking square here, you get 4a square and plus square root of x minus c. There won't be a square root because when you take the square, you get x minus c the whole square plus y square. Okay, so the square root will not be there. Yes, you have x minus this square plus this square. Square is equal to x minus c the whole square. X minus c the whole square plus y square. Then minus 4a into square root of x minus c the whole square plus y square. Again simplifying this, you will get x square plus 2xc plus c square plus y square is equal to 4a square plus, taking the square, you get x square plus c square minus 2xc plus y square minus 4a into square root of x minus c the whole square plus y square. Okay, some of the terms will get cancelled. We'll see which are the terms. X square gets cancelled, and then you have a c square, y square. Okay, and therefore you will have this. What do you have? You have, okay, you have a minus 2xc. So taking this minus 2xc this side, it becomes 4xc. Okay, so you get 4xc, and then you have a minus 4a square, and that is equal to minus 4a into square root of x minus a the whole square plus y square. Again taking square on both sides, so this will be, okay, I'm going to take the square again. Okay, so 4 is common throughout, so we can cancel the 4 throughout. Okay, I can cancel the 4. 4 can be cancelled. Okay, and now when you take the square, you will get x square c square, then plus a power 4, then minus 2xc a square, and that is equal to, again taking square, it becomes a square into, again the square root will go away, so it becomes x square plus a square minus 2xa plus y square. Okay, again simplifying this is equal to, you simplify, you have x square c square. Okay, so x square, you have x square, and what do you have there? There you have a square, so it becomes x square into c square minus a square. And do you have a power 4 there? Yes, and therefore this a power 4 and a power 4 can be cancelled. Next you have minus 2xc a square, and there you have minus 2xa a square, and you have a minus 2x a cube here, is it? You have a cube, and here it is minus 2xc a square. Okay, so let it be. I have taken this into account, and you have a square y square, is it? Yes, you have a square y square. So I can bring that a square y square this side, and therefore it is minus a square y square is equal to, taking this 2xc a square that side, you will get 2xc a square, then minus 2x a cube. Okay, 2x a cube. Okay, now you have this. Okay, so I can write this as, but you have a relation, we have already seen what is that relation is. B square plus C square is equal to A square, or you can write C square minus A square is equal to minus B square. So I can replace this by minus B square. So minus B squared X square minus A squared Y square is equal to minus 2x, just take the common term alone out. So 2x, you have A square is common. So C minus A, okay, you get it like this. I can multiply throughout with a negative sign. So when you multiply throughout with a negative sign, then you will get x squared b squared plus a squared y squared is equal to 2x a squared into c minus a. Okay. Just check. I have a 2xc and there you have a minus 2xc, and therefore when you bring it here it becomes plus 4x, and then I have taken the square, so it is x squared c squared, then plus a power 4 minus 2x c a squared, okay. And here when I take the square, it is x squared plus a squared minus 2xa plus y squared. I have an a squared here, and therefore it is okay. I have brought this here, and here you have a minus, I have a, yes, I brought that here, and then here you have a minus 2xa cube, and I brought it there, okay. And I have on this, okay, and I have a squared, yes, 2xa squared is common, and yes, I have this. And now what I have to do is, okay, see, if I divide throughout by a squared b squared, okay, if I divide throughout by a squared b squared, I shouldn't get this, it should have cancelled it with, I have this, I have that, and what? I have a minus 4a into root of, okay, I have the square, this, okay, and all that. And finally, when you divide throughout by a squared b squared, then you get the equation is like this, okay? Then the equation of the ellipse will be x squared by, if you divide by a squared b squared, then you get x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1, okay? We get the equation in the form of this. So this is the equation of the ellipse. The equation of the ellipse is x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. So dividing throughout by a squared b squared, you get x squared divided by a squared plus y squared divided by b squared is equal to 1. So this is the equation of the ellipse whose vertex is at the point, the vertex will be at the point minus a comma 0 and a comma 0, and here it is 0 comma b, and here it is 0 comma minus b. The length of the major axis is 2a, the length of the minor axis is 2b, and the center is the origin 0 comma 0, and your foci is at the point minus c comma 0 and c comma 0. But what is your, there is a relation I said, eccentricity E is equal to c by a, and therefore your c is equal to ae, and therefore your foci can also be written as, the foci can also be written as, how can you write the foci? The foci can be written as, okay, you can write the foci as plus or minus, okay, the foci can be written as plus or minus a comma 0 and plus a comma 0. So this is your foci, okay. Right, so this is the equation of the ellipse. The equation of the ellipse is x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. The foci is minus a comma 0 and a comma 0. The length of the major axis is 2a, and the length of the minor axis is 2b, okay. And the vertices are a comma 0, minus a comma 0, 0 comma b, and 0 comma minus b, okay. Right, so these are the vertices. Okay, now we will go on to the problems based on this ellipse. First I do this problem. Okay, right. Problem based on the ellipse. Okay. Problem. If the lattice rectum of an ellipse is, if the lattice rectum of an ellipse, half of its minor axis, the lattice rectum of the ellipse, lattice rectum of an ellipse is half of its minor axis. Okay, yes, we have to find out what is the length of the lattice rectum, isn't it? Yes. So before we go into the problem, so let me, yes, I'll finish the problem, then I will find out how to find the length of the lattice rectum. Okay, half of its minor axis, then its eccentricity is dash. The question is, then its eccentricity is dash. This is the question. Eccentricity is nothing but E is equal to C by A. So they have asked what is that C by A. Okay, right. So before that, we will find out what is the length of the lattice rectum of an ellipse. For the ellipse, we have, okay, what is the lattice rectum? Lattice rectum is a line which passes through the focus and it meets the ends of the ellipse. And the focus has the coordinates AE, 0. And therefore, let us take any point here is AE, N. Okay. So, what is the equation of the ellipse? The equation of the ellipse is x squared by a square plus y squared by b square is equal to 1. Okay. So, since AE, N is a point on the ellipse, it satisfies the equation of the ellipse. So, when you substitute in the equation of the ellipse, you will get a square b square divided by a square, then plus l square divided by b square is equal to 1. Okay. So, you can find out what is L from this. What is L is equal to? We will find out. Therefore, L square by b square. Okay. Therefore, L square by b square is equal to 1 minus a square b square. A square, I'm sorry, these two gets cancelled and therefore you get 1 minus a square. Or L square is equal to b square into 1 minus e square. Or it is equal to b square minus b square e square. Okay, right. But what is 1 minus e square? E square is equal to, E is equal to c by b. Okay, E is equal to c by b, and therefore this is b square minus b square into c square by b square. So b square gets cancelled and therefore it is equal to b square minus c square. Okay. So L square is equal to b square into 1 minus e square, that is b square minus b square e square, that is b square into e is equal to c by b, and therefore it is c square by b square. So these two gets cancelled and therefore it is equal to b square minus c square. Okay, right. AE, L, right. But what is b square plus c square is equal to a square, and therefore b square minus c square is equal to, how to write this? So we can write this as 2b square by a. So we can write this as, so c square is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, right. C square is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, and write it again. Clear all this. So we are going to find, what are we going to find? We are going to find the length of the lattice rectum. Okay, we are going to find the length of the lattice rectum. Length of the lattice rectum. length of the lattice rectum. Okay, so to find the length of the lattice rectum, you consider the ellipse. Okay, so in this, your foci is AE, comma 0. Lattice rectum is a line which passes through the focus. Okay, so I am taking the coordinates of this as AE, comma N. Okay, so we don't know what is this height. So let me find that height. For that, you have to consider the equation of the ellipse x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. And since a, comma n is a point on the ellipse, it satisfies the equation, and therefore I am substituting here. When I substitute, you will get a square e square divided by a square plus y squared by, instead of y, I have to substitute L, and therefore this is equal to, what's that? L squared by b squared, and that is equal to 1. So a square gets cancelled, and therefore your, okay, right, L square. So L square by b square is equal to 1 minus e square, or L square is equal to b square into 1 minus e square, and therefore L square is equal to b square into 1 minus e square is equal to, what is e? E is equal to c by a. C by a. Okay, and therefore this is equal to 1 minus c squared by a square, and therefore this is equal to b squared by a squared into a square minus c square. But you have a relation, that relation is b squared plus c square is equal to a square, and therefore a square minus c square is b square. So you will get L square is equal to b square into b square divided by a square, that is equal to b power 4 divided by a square. Therefore L is equal to b square by a. So your L is b square by a, and therefore the length of the lattice rectum is, what is the length of the lattice rectum? 12. Okay, therefore the length of the lattice rectum is, therefore the length of the lattice rectum is 2L, and that is equal to 2b squared by a. What is the length of the lattice rectum? It is 2b squared by a. Length of the lattice rectum is 2b squared by a. Okay, the question is what? If the length of the lattice rectum is half its minor axis. So that means it's given that 2b squared by a is equal to half of its minor axis. That means it's just b. Okay, then what is its eccentricity? You have to find out what is E then. So if it is like that, then this implies that 2b is equal to a, eccentricity is equal to c by a, and that is equal to, c is equal to what? It is equal to square root of a squared minus b squared, that divided by a, and that is equal to square root of a squared minus b squared is nothing but a squared by 4. So a squared by 4 divided by a, and that is equal to, what is a squared minus a squared by 4? That is 3a squared by 4. Okay, that divided by a, and that is equal to root 3a divided by 2a. So a gets cancelled, and therefore your eccentricity is root 3 by 2. Okay. So the question is, the length of the lattice rectum of an ellipse is half its minor axis, then the eccentricity is what? Root 3 by 2. Okay. Right. Next question. Find the equation of the ellipse. Second one. Okay. The second one is, find the equation of the ellipse. You have to find the equation of the ellipse. Okay. Whose foci are 2, 3 and minus 2, 3. 2, 3 and minus 2, 3. Okay, 2 comma 3 and minus 2 comma 3, and whose semi minor axis is of length root 5. Whose semi minor axis is of length root 5, is it? Yes, root 5. So this is the question. See, what is the question? Find the equation of the ellipse. What is the equation of the ellipse? The equation of the ellipse is x squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the equation of the ellipse. You have to find this. For finding this equation, what you have to find? You have to find what is a and what is b. Yes. But what are the things given here? Whose foci are 2 comma 3 and minus 2 comma 3. And therefore, your AE is 2. Okay? Because generally for the equation of the ellipse, the foci are AE comma 0 and minus AE comma 0. So your AE is equal to 2. Okay? So that is given. And your y is y minus 3 because it's given, it's not given AE comma 0. It's 2 comma 3 and minus 2 comma 3. So it is shifted, your vertex, the origin is not the center. Here it is y minus 3. Okay, it is shifted to y minus 3. Your origin is shifted to y minus 3. So y becomes y minus 3 here. Only then when y is 3 you get 0. Okay, so when you write your y, you have to write here as y minus 3 the whole square. Okay, so it should be in this form. And here you have to find what is A and B. Okay, and for that they have given this A is equal to 2. Okay, whose foci are this and whose semi-minor axis is of length root 5. It's given. What is semi-minor axis? Semi-minor axis is nothing but your root B. B. Okay, semi-minor axis is nothing but B. B is equal to root 5. It's given. B is equal to root 5. So we know that b square is equal to a square into 1 minus e square, right? And therefore 5 is equal to a square into, or a square minus a square, we can write like this, or 5 is equal to your a square, we don't know what is that, but a is equal to 2 is given, and therefore a the whole square is 4, and therefore your a square is equal to 5 plus 4 is 9, and therefore your a is equal to 3. So now a is 3, b is root 5, and your y is y minus 3. So you can write what is the equation of the ellipse. What is the equation of the ellipse? The equation of the ellipse will be x squared by, okay, the equation of the ellipse is x squared by a square, that is 9, plus y minus 3 the whole square, y minus 3, okay. Your 3 is, your origin is shifted to y minus 3, so 0 comma 3. So y minus 3 the whole square divided by b square. What is your b? b is root 5. So it's 5 and that is equal to 1. So this is the equation of the ellipse. So we found the equation of the ellipse when it's, what are the things are given here? The given things are the foci are given and the semi-minor axis is given, and we found the equation of the ellipse. The equation of the ellipse is this, okay? Yes, this is the equation of the ellipse. Okay, next sum. Find the equation of the ellipse having the center at the point 1, 2. The next one is, okay, you have the next problem. The next problem is find the equation of the ellipse. Okay, so you have to get the equation of the ellipse. Find the equation of the ellipse having the center at the point, having center at 1, 2. One focus is 6, 2. One focus is 6, 2. Okay, so one of the focus is given. And passing through the point 4, 6. And passing through 4, 6. Okay. So what you have to find? We have to find the equation. Find the equation of the ellipse. Having okay. Find the equation of the ellipse having the center at 1, 2. Okay. So the center of the ellipse is 1, 2. It's given. Okay. So this is given 1, 2. Okay. Find the equation of the ellipse whose center is at 1, 2. One focus is at 6, 2 is given. One focus is 6, 2. One focus is 6, 2. And passing through the point 4, 6. And passing through the point 4, 6. Okay. So we have to find the equation. How do you find the equation again? So first, what is the equation? X squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. But the center is at the point 1, 2, it's given, and therefore the equation of the ellipse will be x minus 1 the whole square divided by a square. Okay? X minus 1 the whole square divided by a square, because center is at 1, 2, it's given, plus y minus 2 the whole square divided by b square is equal to 1. So this is the equation of the ellipse. So that's okay. And then it's given that having the center, okay, and one focus is 6, 2 is given, okay, one focus is given 6, 2. So A is equal to 6 then, okay, so we can say that A is equal to 6, okay, and then passing through the point 4, 6 is given, okay, so passing through means I can substitute for x and y and all that, okay, so you have A is 6, right? And we know that b squared is equal to a squared into 1 minus a squared, and therefore your b squared is equal to a squared minus a the whole square is 36, is it? So what is that? A is 6, and therefore your a the whole square is 36, and therefore you can write b squared is equal to a squared minus 36. Okay. So now what you do is, in the equation of the ellipse you can write, okay. So what you do is, now in the equation of the ellipse, what is the equation of the ellipse? The equation of the ellipse is x minus 1 the whole square divided by a square, and then y minus 2 the whole square by b square. Now for b square you can substitute a square minus 36 is equal to 1, okay? So you can replace it like this. And now it also passes through the point 4, 6 it's given, okay? It passes through 4, 6. So in the place of x you can substitute 4, the place of y you can substitute 6. So when you substitute, the equation becomes what it becomes? It becomes 4 minus 1 the whole square, that is 3 squared 9 by a square, okay? Then y minus 2, 6 minus 2, 4 squared is 16 divided by a squared minus 36, and that is equal to 1, okay? Now you can find out what is a from this, okay? You can find out what is a from this. For finding a, what you have to do, you have to take LCM. So when you take LCM, then you will get a squared into a squared minus 36. So this is your LCM. And when you cross multiply, you will get 9a squared, then minus 36 into 9. What is 36 into 9? 6 9s, 54, 4, 5, and then 27, 32, 324, and then plus 16a squared, and that is equal to 1. Again cross multiplying, you will get, when you cross multiply, okay, so when you cross multiply, you will get, you have 9a squared plus 16a squared, that is 25a squared, right? And therefore you will get 25a squared, 25a squared minus 324 is equal to a to the power 4 minus 36a squared. Now taking all these terms to one side, then you will get a power 4, then 25, taking it to the other side, you get minus 25 plus 36, that is equal to 5 plus 6, 11, 1, and then you have 5, 6, 61a squared minus 324 is equal to 0. So this is like a quadratic equation. We can solve and find the value of a squared. So we'll see whether we can factorize 324 as divided by 2, it is 162. Then again, when you divide by 2, it is 81. 81 and 4, no, it is 9, 9 nines, and here it is 18. 36, 9, no, again 3 threes, check this again. 4 minus 1 is 3. 3 squared 9. 9 by a square. Then you have 6 minus 2 is 4. 16. That divided by a squared minus 6. 36. You have a doubt whether this is a squared minus 36. And recheck once again. Okay. See, I have. Okay. See, having the center at 1, 2, so the equation is this, okay? X minus 1 the whole square by a square is y minus 2 the whole square by b square is equal to 1, right? And 1 focus is 6, 2 is given, so your a is equal to 6, that is also right. Then b square is equal to a square into 1 minus a square, that is correct. And therefore it is a square minus ae the whole square, that is 36, okay? And therefore I can replace my b square by a square minus 36. And taking LCM and all that, you have this, okay. So now you have to factorize. So I have 9a squared minus 36 into 9. I have 6 times 54, 45, and then 27, 32, and 16a squared, okay. So that divided by this will be equal to a power 4 minus 36a squared, okay. And then I brought this here. So 25 plus 36. It becomes 11, 1, 6, okay, 61a square, and then I have a plus, yes, I'm bringing it that side, right? So there should be a plus here. So here, it should be a plus. Just factorize, find the value of a square, okay, and then with the help of that, you can find what is your b square, and finally, you can substitute for a and b here, that will give you the answer, okay. So you just try this, passes through 6, 2, okay. A is 6, yeah. Okay. So finally you're getting an equation like this. What is that equation? You have a to the power 4 minus a to the power 4. I have 9 by a square plus 16 by a square minus 25 is given. Oh, yes, I'm sorry, here. I have AE, where is that? Where is that AE? Yes, I have. Okay, so I'll just go back. A is 6, right? But what is your the distance between this to this? So this is equal to, so here it is 6, 2 and here it is 1, 2, is that? So 1, 2 will be here and 6, 2 will be on the right side. So it should be here, okay? Yes. Your center is 1, 2 is given, and your focus is 6, 2. It should be on the right side. I cannot keep this in the left. Okay? So, okay? So your 6, 2 will be here. Okay, I'll write it. 6, 2, and this is 1, 2, and therefore you are, okay, so 1, 2, and this is 6, 2, okay, so your 6 minus 1 is 5, and that is equal to 6 minus 1, so it's your A is, so this is 1, is it? So the distance between this to this is your A, is it? So your A is equal to 5 actually, okay? It is not 6. Your A is equal to 5. Why? Because in the ellipse, so this is the origin and A is the distance from the origin to this. But here your center is 1, 2 and therefore the distance between this to this is 5 and therefore your A is equal to 5. So in the place of AE, you have to substitute 5 instead of 6, you have to put 5 here. So if I put 5, so here it will be 25 and here also it will be a squared minus 25 you'll get, and it passes through. The rest of the things are the same. Okay, so it passes through this. So here again it is 25. I have to change. So change this by 25. Okay, so 25. Sorry. So here it is 25, and when you cross multiply and all that, you get 9a squared minus 9 25s. 4 25 100, and then 4 200 225. Okay, so here it should be 225, and then 9a squared is equal to, and when you cross multiply, here also there is a 25, and when you cross multiply, you will get you have a 225 here. Okay, so 9 plus 16 is 25. Okay, that is correct. And then here it is 8 to the power 4 minus 25, and this is, okay, so this is 25. Okay, so this is 25. Okay, and this there is so this is 25. It's not 26, it's 25. Okay, it's 25. And when you cross multiply again, here it should be 25a squared, and bringing all these terms to one side, I have what do you have here? Here you have 25a squared minus 225. So this is also 225 is equal to a to the power 4 minus 25a squared. Bringing that 25, this 25a squared to that side, you get a to the power 4 minus 50, because 25 plus 25, it is 50. So here it should be 50a squared, then plus 225 is equal to 0. And now you have to factorize this. When you factorize 225, I should get the product as 225 and the sum is 50. Then what should be that? Okay, so here it should be, okay, so here 225 is divided by 5. How many times? 4 5s 20, again 5. So 45 into 5, yes. So I can write this as, okay, I'm sorry. So you can write this as a to the power, you can write this as a to the power 4, then minus 5a squared, then minus 45a squared, then plus 225 is equal to 0. So taking a squared is common, a squared into a squared minus 5, minus 45 into a squared minus 5, because 45 into 5 is 225, and that is equal to 0. So this implies a squared is equal to 5 or a squared is equal to 45. If a squared is 5, then what is your b squared? So your b squared is equal to a squared minus, what is that? A squared into 1 minus b squared, is it? Yes. And therefore it is a squared is, if a squared is 5, it is 5 into 1 minus e. What is your e? Did you find e? I have a relation, right? What is that relation? You find, you just go back to that relation. Your relation is b squared is equal to a squared minus 25. Yes. B squared is equal to a squared minus 25. So b squared is equal to a squared minus 25. Use that. B squared is equal to a squared minus 25. Okay. A squared minus 25. So if a squared is 5, then b squared is equal to 5 minus 25 minus 20. Is that? Yes. Then if a squared is 45, then if a squared is equal to 45, then b squared is equal to 45 minus 25 is 20. Okay? Right. And therefore, what is the equation? There is the equation of there is, so it cannot be negative, so you have to make like this. So consider this alone. So when you consider, so the equation of the ellipse can be written as, therefore the equation is x squared by, so what is that? X squared by a squared plus y squared by b squared is equal to 1. So this is the equation of the ellipse. Okay? So 45 and 5. 45 and 5. 50. Okay. 5 is 25, 5 to 20, 22. Yes. So pen and chart. Okay.